Everybody, welcome back to another workout of the day. Today is 12 days of fitness. It is a lot on here, but we'll go through all those movements and how to do this workout. So it's going to be 1 devil press, 2 burpees, 3 cleans, 4 ab rollers, 5 push presses, 6 slam balls, 7 goblet squats, 8 V-ups, 9 supermans, 10 box jumps, 11 kettlebell swings, and 12 thrusters. So the way we do this is just like the song 12 Days of Christmas. We start with 1 devil press, and then we go back to 1 devil press, 2 burpees, 1 devil press, 2 burpees, 3 cleans, 1 devil press, 2 burpees, 3 cleans, 4 ab rollers. And we're going to keep doing that, like I said, just like the song. So we'll go through all those movements and the modifications, and then you can get started. Okay, so the first movement is going to be our devil press. Like I said, it's just like the song. So, on the first day of Christmas, which I'm not going to sing because I'm a terrible singer. But the devil press is going to be the partridge in the pear tree. So, devil press is going to be a burpee push up into a thruster. So, well, not really a thruster, more of a half kettlebell, whatever. We'll show you. So, we're going to have 2 dumbbells for this, preferably. If you only have 1, we can go over that as well. So we're going to come down into our burpee, holding our dumbbells. So, and then push up. And now we want to be in a nice solid position. Our feet are going to be flat on the ground into a squat. Our back is going to be straight. Our core is going to be engaged. And we're going to swing upward and overhead. So we want our arms to be straight overhead, no half pull. And then we're just going to come back down and place it on the ground with a nice, strong stance there. So again, I'll show you sideways so that you can see both ways. So come out, come down, swing upward, and straight arms on the overhead. We really want to use that momentum, that swing to come up. So if you only have 1 dumbbell, you can switch each time. You can come down, push up, and swing up, which would also be a modification. If you can't do 2, that's okay. You can do 1. Or you can just go ahead and do a regular burpee. So we're going to come down, place our hands on the ground, come down, push up, and finish with that nice jump up. We can also do a burpee and then just do a nice push press up, and you can switch arms each side, so you're just doing 1. So with weight, without weight, or if you're just not ready for that push up in general, you can just do the devil press with the jump out and then the swing up, or you can just do an up down and come up. So with that being said, that's the hard one. And then we're going to go ahead and do regular burpees. So we're going to do that movement. We're going to stop, do that movement again on the first try. And then we're going to go ahead and do 2 burpees. So we're going to come out, push up, come back up. So then we're going to go back to the devil press, do 1 devil press, do 2 burpees, and then we're going to do 3 cleans. So our 3 cleans with the barbell. Again, if you've never done this with a coach, not the best time to learn with a barbell, but we'll go over the other movements as well. So we're going to step up to our barbell. We're going to bring that nice and close. We're going to come down. We're going to keep our chest up, our back straight. We're going to look forward. Our thumbs are going to be about thumb width away from the smooth part. Our feet are going to be planted flat into the ground. We're going to pull our shoulders back. Everything is nice and tight, and I'm going to go ahead and do my pull. So this is just the pull, and see how nice and close that is. Keeping that close, we're going to go ahead and then get our elbows through. So elbows through quick at the top, and you're going to stand all the way up. If you're doing, you can challenge yourself and do a full clean, or just do the power clean just like I did. So if you aren't ready for a barbell, or don't have a barbell because you're working at home, you can go back to those dumbbells and do a clean. So you're going to have your shoulders back, core tight, chest up, look forward. You're going to slide that dumbbell down to that knee. You're going to pull up, shrug with your shoulders, catch in a quarter squat, stand all the way up, and then you're going to switch hands. And you're going to do 3 of those. But on the next round, just make sure you're switching which arm you're starting with first. You can also do med ball cleans. You're going to take your med ball, same form, nice and tight, shoulders back, back straight, core engaged always, and use that leg drive just like, and I don't think I emphasized that with the barbell and the dumbbell. You want to use that leg drive up to bring the barbell upward. Same thing with the med ball. We're going to come down into a quarter squat, keeping our chest up, back straight, core engaged. Grab on either side, and we're going to pull and kind of flip the ball around like so. And you can also do that with a slam ball if you have one or the other. So now we go back to the devil press. 1 devil press, 2 burpees, 3 cleans, and 4 ab rollers. So we're going to set up our ab roller. We're going to get on our knees, and we're going to keep our shoulders back. Everything should be engaged, that core, very much so. Reach out as far as you can without falling onto the ground. And come back. You're really going to feel that in your abs. If you're not, just might have to readjust the way you're doing it, right? We want to make sure we're using our abs to roll outward and roll back. Modifications for that, we can do inchworms. So we're coming down, reach all the way out, come back up. That's 1. And the same thing. We can also do that on our knees as well. So we're reaching all the way out, come back in. Like so. So then we go back to the devil press. We do 1 devil press, 2 burpees, 3 cleans, 4 ab rollers, and 5 push presses. So 5 push presses with we're going to go back to the barbell, and then we'll do the modifications here. So we're going to set up at the barbell the same way we set up with the clean. Let me move these. So we're going to, if we have the barbell on the ground, which we probably would if we're using cleans, we're going to have to clean that barbell up again onto our shoulders. And when it's sitting on our shoulders, we want to make sure it's resting on our shoulders. We're not holding it here. If you look like this means you're holding it there. Your elbows should be up and out, creating a nice shelf for the barbell to sit on. So at any moment, if it's sitting there, you can literally take your hands away from the barbell and it would still be sitting on your shoulders. That's what we want. We don't want to be exerting extra energy to hold that barbell in place. And It's also not going to give us the proper drive upward when we come up for our push press. So, okay, we're going to get the barbell up onto our shoulders. And now again, it's resting there. My hands are just lightly there. My elbows are up and out. And I'm going to come down into a quarter squat. My knees are coming outward. We're not coming forward, because that's where we start getting a loose back. We start moving in all different ways. We want to keep our body nice and straight. We're going to come down into that quarter squat, drive up as hard as we can with those feet flat on the ground, and push up overhead. And our head's going to come through at the top. Our ears should be even with our arms. So again, leg drive up, follow through with that right push. So the leg drive should be pushing the barbell up to about here, and you finish the rest of the push with your arms. If you have a dumbbell, you can do the dumbbells as well. And again, since it's an odd number, just make sure you can switch back and forth. You can do 5 on this arm one round, the next round 5 on the other arm. So same movement, it's resting on our shoulder. We're going to come down with our legs. Our knees are going to come out. We're going to use our drive upward and push overhead. And again, ear even with arm. Okay. You can also, use a plate as well, or a kettlebell, or your slam ball, and push overhead as well. Or you can use a band and do presses overhead. Okay, so then we go back to the devil press. 1 devil press, 2 burpees, 3 cleans, 4 ab rollers, 5 push presses, and now 6 slam balls. So something keep in mind with the slam ball, it's pretty much a total body movement. So we're going to come down into a squat, working those legs. We want to make sure that everything is tight in the middle here to support every part of the movement. Chest is going to be up. We're going to come down into that squat, grab the ball on either side, and then we're going to come up, push up with our legs, drive the slam ball up overhead till our arms are straight. We're going to follow the slam ball back down, and we're going to slam it on the ground as hard as we can and try to catch it on the bounce. So what I mean is come up, slam. The bounce is small, so you got to be quick, right? So you're doing squat, you're doing a press, you're keeping that core engaged. Everything is working in unison to make it a perfect, beautiful slam ball. So modification would just be a slower version of that, where we come up, slam, and down. You can also use a med ball if you have that. Remember, the med ball bounces a lot more than a slam ball, so you're not going to be coming down as far. You can also go back to our band if you don't have a slam ball, and just come down into a squat, come up overhead like so. Or you can do plate to overhead, touch, keeping everything straight and nice and pretty so no injury occurs. Okay, so now that we did our 6 slam balls, we go back to 1 devil press, 2 burpees, 3 cleans, 4 ab rollers, 5 push presses, 6 slam balls, and now 7 goblet squats. So with the dumbbell, well, first let's just go over the squat movement. So we want to be about hip width apart or slightly wider. Our toes are going to be pointed slightly outward because we're going to follow those toes with our knees and come out. Our feet are going to stay flat on the ground. So we're going to come out with our knees. Our chest is always up. We're going to come down and come down at least to parallel if we can. So this is parallel, I guess. This is a little bit below. Below is awesome if you can get there. So a few reasons why you can't get to parallel would be ankle mobility, just something you should work on. On the Instagram page, there is some ankle mobility exercises. Check them out. Or it could be just not having the flexibility as well. That's something that you have to work on. Stretches. Make sure you stretch before you work out. Or you could be rolling onto your toes. So this is a common thing people do, and this is why we want to go out with our knees instead of forward, because if you stand here and go forward, you're going to feel that roll automatically, and I'm not even squatting yet. I'm already rolling onto my balls of my feet. So in order to keep our feet nice and flat throughout the whole movement, we're going to come out and down, and we're going to keep that chest up. So our feet should always be flat on the ground. I want you, if you're working on mobility issues, go down as far as you can with keeping that foot flat on the ground. Sometimes it's good if you have a box, you can come down to the box and come up. Now, obviously, this is a little high. You could set it a little lower depending on where you are on your fitness journey. So with the goblet squat, we're going to grab a dumbbell. We're going to come up with the dumbbell and we're going to use that as some extra weight. And you notice my chest is up, my back is straight, my core is engaged, and my knees are out. You can also use a kettlebell for this. I would suggest grabbing the kettlebell on the ball part and come down. Or you can use your slam ball. You can also use a band here, and you can hold it into the front squat position and come down and up. Or you can just do air squats, body squats if you're not ready to add the weight. Okay, so now we just completed the 7 goblet squats. So we go back to 1 double press, 2 burpees, 3 cleans, 4 ab rollers, 5 push presses, 6 slam balls, 7 goblet squats, and now 8 V-ups. So we're gonna come up with our feet and our hands at the same time into a nice V, feeling it in those abs, especially after all those ab rolls. Modifications, knees alternating, or leg lifts with our head off the ground. Okay, so we just completed 8 V-ups. So we go back to 1 double press, 2 burpees, 3 cleans, 4 ab rollers, 5 push presses, 6 slam balls, 7 goblet squats, 8 V-ups, and now 9 Supermans. So we're going to come down like we're flying like Superman. We're going to come up with our arms and our feet at the same time. We're going to hold for a second at the top. You should be feeling that in your legs and your lower back there. Modifications, sorry. No arms, just legs. Okay, so now we completed our 9 Supermans. 1 double press, 2 burpees, 3 cleans, 4 ab rows, 5 push presses, 6 slam balls, 7 goblet squats, 8 V-ups, 9 Supermans, and 10 box jumps. Okay. So we're going to set up at the box. We're going to be, we want to come face to face with the box. We're going to jump all the way up onto the box. We're going to get our feet all the way on the box. No cliffhangers. We're going to land in a quarter squat, stand all the way up at the top. We're either going to jump back down or we can step back down. So things to avoid when landing in a full squat and coming up, having your feet hang over or tripping over the box. We want to make sure we jump all the way up on that box. So modifications for the box jump: lower the box, set up a height with the plates that you can jump onto, or you can do jumping squats. So we're going to come back into our squats, just like our goblet squats. We're going to come down and we're going to just jump like so. Okay. So now we just completed the 10 box jumps. So we go back to 1 double press, 2 burpees, 3 cleans, 4 ab rows, 5 push presses, 6 slam balls, 7 goblet squats, 8 V-ups, 9 Supermans, 10 box jumps, and now 11 kettlebell swings. Whew. I'm gonna be winded after this. Okay, so feet flat on the ground. We want to come back, keeping our chest up. We're gonna bring our hips back. We want our outside of our wrist to touch the inside of our thigh and come up to about eye height, using that leg drive, using that hip thrust to drive the kettlebell up. Things to avoid: squatting. We are not doing a squat. We are doing kettlebell swing. So no squatting. You can tell if you're squatting by where you touch on your arm. We do not want to touch further than our wrist. If you're starting to touch in these places, you're doing something weird and funky. So if you're swinging all the way back too far, that's a good sign to say this is not right. If you start feeling that pressure, that pain in that lower back, something is wrong. So readjust your form. Again, we're just coming back, chest up, back straight, core engaged, just to our wrists, and really use that hip drive to come up. So this is what it looks like. And I'm not pulling with my arms. This is strictly with my hips. And you're going to squeeze your butt at the top to make sure that you're getting all the way up. Modifications: you can use a dumbbell. So the thing is, it's just what weight you pick for this kettlebell swing would be the modification for you. So even if it's with a dumbbell or a kettlebell, just pick a weight that's suitable for your fitness journey. Okay, so then we just completed the 11 kettlebell swings. We're gonna do 1 double press, 2 burpees, 3 cleans, 4 ab rows, 5 push presses, 6 slam balls, 7 goblet squats, 8 V-ups, 9 Supermans, 10 box jumps, 11 kettlebell swings, and the last movement is 12 thrusters. So back to our barbell. First, it's going to be a thruster is a front squat into a push press. So important things to know: this should be one steady movement where we use the first movement to help us with the second movement. So it's basically a front squat and a push press, but we're going to incorporate both to help us throughout the movement, right? And that's coming back down and going up as well. So we're going to have to clean our barbell back up onto our shoulders. Remember, super important here, it's resting on our shoulders. things are going to get really wonky if you're holding the barbell there with your arms. So make sure you're resting. Your knees are coming out just like our regular squat. We're going to come down. And then as we come up, we're going to use the leg drive to pop the barbell overhead. Our head comes through just like our push press that we did before. So then when we come down, we're going to also start coming down into that squat. So everything should be a nice, smooth movement. So we want everything. So we're going to use our leg drive up to bring that barbell overhead. And we're going to, as we're coming down, we're already getting back down into the squat to make sure that barbell comes down nice and comfortably back onto the shoulders where it's resting on your shoulders, where you're not holding it. So if you don't have a barbell or you're not ready for a barbell, you can do with 1 or 2 dumbbells. So with 1 dumbbell, I would do 6 on each side. So you're going to come down and it's the same thing. 2, if you want to challenge a little bit more, push up. And our arms are going to be straight overhead. So after the 12 thrusters, that's it, you're done. But remember, it goes 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5. So you're going to have to keep repeating. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you're not just going through those movements once. It adds up. And it seems easy at first, but it adds up. But I have faith in you. You got this. Merry Christmas.